Hi, what is your name and what is your org, I guess?
My name is Justin Scott-Coe. I'm with the Wood Streets Green Team.
What does the Wood Streets Green Team do?
Wood Streets Green Team is a local neighborhood group that promotes sustainable living in the neighborhood as well as the city of Riverside. We hold a series of workshops on sustainable living. We advocate for sustainable programs and activities in the city. We work with our local neighborhood groups in dispensing and distributing information, both at the groups as well as on our website, woodstreetsgreenteam.org. And we basically just get together and think what things can local people do to promote sustainable living, both in our own individual lives as well as in the city at large.
Okay. What is your org's mission statement?
Our mission statement is to promote sustainable living. Let me get this right here. Uh, The Wood Streets Green Team mission is to assist Wood Streets and Riverside's residents in increasing the sustainability of our lifestyles.
Okay. What is your org's vision?
Our vision is to become a model sustainable community and to have a voice in promoting sustainability in the city of Riverside.
Okay. What is sustainability?
It's a good question. I was thinking about that a lot. I think we would probably see sustainability as a very broad concept. And basically, sustainability is to enhance or maintain quality of life for future generations. So basically, what can we do to live lives in a way that thinks about the future and that increases our the livability and quality of our lives, not just for our own lives, but for the future.
Mm-hmm. In one word, what is sustainability?
That's tough. I was thinking about that, and the first word that came up was meetings. And lots of meetings are involved with sustainability. A lot of activity and coordination, togetherness. But I would say coordination probably is the biggest word. It's not a sexy word, but it's certainly what we do on a daily basis, is work with people.
Okay. What are some problems in Riverside?
Well, Riverside's a lot like a lot of other cities in that we have a lot of problems that come with living in urban environments. We have not planned sometimes the development of our city as intelligently as we should have done for the future, both in terms of how we develop our properties and living accommodations to be as sustainable as possible and to use resources as sustainable as possible, as well as how we develop our transportation system. We used to have trolleys out here and used to have a lot of other options for traveling, and then we decided to switch everything to just focus and prioritize the automobile. And I think now we're realizing that mistake and we're trying to do what we can to create a much more multimodal, complete streets environment for us to be able to get around our city. I think we're going to be thinking about that as well as far as how we want to live in the future. What kind of homes are we going to want to have? What kind of businesses are we going to want to have? What kind of public amenities are we going to want to have? And I think, the generations, your generation is already starting to think about this. And so I think what we're going to be doing is thinking, how can we better develop our communities so that they have the opportunity to utilize publicly owned resources, both land, water, energy, and so on, in a way that lasts.
Mm-hmm. How do you see Riverside in the next 5 years?
I think Riverside's changing a great deal in this year, let alone in the next 5 years. It's really hard to say. I think there's a lot of opportunities with Riverside to become a different type of economy, to become a different type of community, as well as to build on the strengths that we really do have. We have a publicly owned utility I'm very proud of. I serve on the Public Utility Board, and it's just a wonderful community resource and gives us a lot of opportunities that we are taking advantage of as far as being sustainable and green. We have a wonderfully diverse community, so many different people here, both diverse in terms of backgrounds as far as socioeconomics and cultures, as well as age and experience. And so one of the great things about Riverside is how easy it is to get connected and to get involved and to get engaged in making the community a better place. So I think Riverside in 5 years is going to be a city that has changed a great deal in the direction that it wants to go, in being a center for innovation in our local region as well as in the state and the country and at large. It's going to be a city that is a place that people really want to live in, that they're excited about, and that they want to be part of what's going on here. And it's a city that is open and honest about the challenges that we do face, in that we have challenges with transportation, with living accommodation and homelessness, about great disparity in economic wealth and in opportunities. And we're working very hard on those things. Riverside just doesn't come into being as a perfect place to be, but it is the perfect place to be as far as finding ways that you can make life and your community a better place. And that's what's exciting about to me, and I think to a lot of other people.
Mm-hmm. So thinking even longer term, how do you see Riverside in the next 10, 20, 50 years?
It's going to be a very exciting time over that time period, I think. I think you're going to see a major shift in terms of infrastructure and how we actually move around our community. I think you're going to see a community that is much more integrated as far as living accommodations and transportation. I think you're going to see a community that's a lot more fun to be in. It's going to have a lot more entertainment opportunities and ways to get to those entertainment opportunities for all ages and for all interests. It's also going to be a place that is going to be in motion, I think, continually. Not just physically in motion, but if in motion as far as a lot of different interest groups, a lot of different political interests, and a lot of different perspectives that are going to be very active and engaged in this community. It's happened in the past, but I think we're starting to broaden the interest base from a very small number of people, very well-intentioned, but small number of people leading the community, and I think you're going to see the leadership base of the community broaden a great deal and become much more locally focused, much more neighborhood focused, and much more interactive with leadership.
Okay. Well, thank you